Hey, what's up? Okay, so I have to apologize. You're probably wondering where I've been and why I'm just chilling in my hotel room now. I was walking, and of course, my battery died. And I thought I had two other ones. Turns out I didn't. So I couldn't keep recording, and that was a bummer because I also had no phone battery left. So when I got back in the car, I told Sundar, can I go back to my hotel? I asked him because I needed to charge my batteries. I couldn't continue without charging my batteries. And he kind of said, yeah, we can go back to the hotel. I thought you wanted to go to Agrafort is what he asked me. And I told him I did, but I don't want to go to Agrafort without my camera. I mean, it would have sucked. Not saying that I couldn't have gone without my camera. There's always a time for that, but I just needed my camera. And I had enough time, so I figured, okay, hey, you know what? I'll just go back to my hotel room right before sunrise, and then I'll charge my camera on my phone, and then I'll go to Agrafort. And I kind of gave him this idea, and he said that first he would take me to a spice shop. So we went to the spice shop, and they were trying to sell me a bunch of stuff. He's always like, I'll take you cheap places, but he never really takes me cheap places. He always takes me to like these places that cost a lot of money. I didn't spend too much at the spice shop, and I did get my dad some stuff. Also got some teas, which were supposed to be good. I smelled them, and they smell pretty good, so I can't really tell you if they're going to work until after this. But then I got back to the hotel, and I told him, hey, you know what? I'll just walk to Agrafort. You don't have to drive me there. You can just take the rest of the day off. And then he was like, oh, really? And I said, yeah, no problem. He was like, no, I'd rather drive you. And I just was like, well, how far is it? He was like, 2 kilometers. It's like, 2 kilometers, that's nothing. That's like right here. So I told him, no, go take a rest. I look on Google Maps. It's not 2 kilometers. But it was an hour and a half. So I said, you know what? I walked 2 hours yesterday. Not a big deal. I'll do it again. I can do that. I love to walk. I mean, walking is one of my favorite hobbies. Well, as it turns out, I was charging my stuff. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to leave now. And it starts raining. It starts freaking raining out of nowhere. So I thought, probably not a good idea to go walking right now anywhere. And I didn't want to take a tuk-tuk. I just didn't want to go outside because it was raining. And so after that, I accidentally fell asleep, and I took a small little nap, which was really needed, actually. So I'm kind of not upset. I know I should have taken more advantage and gone to Agrafort, but I was tired. Traveling makes me tired. I don't know. People are people. We get tired. And I woke up shortly, about like 2-3 hours later, and I headed over to dinner. But the thing is, I didn't bring my camera because I hadn't put the battery to charge before I fell asleep, so I didn't have any battery. But I did put my phone to charge, and I did take pictures, so I'm going to just kind of put the pictures up, and then I'll kind of go over with what I had for dinner, so you guys kind of have an idea of what you can get when you're in India. So I ordered this chicken tikka, and it was all from this place. It's a chain place. It's called Talk of the Town. Okay, it's called Talk of the Town. I think they have it's like a chain place, but only in Jaipur. But it was really, really good. One of the best dinners I think I've ever had. And pretty expensive is the only thing. I mean, I didn't really have a breakfast. This morning I had very light breakfast, and I didn't have lunch. So I splurged a little on dinner. And first I got the chicken tikka. The chicken tikka is just one of my favorite things to get while I'm in India. This one was really good. because the last one that I had wasn't as red, but this one was full of spices. It was kind of spicy. Well, actually, it was really spicy, and it had this like yellow sauce with it that was even more spicy than the actual chicken. So I started to sweat after I ate this, but I got that along with like some rice, some white rice, so I could kind of complement it, and it would like kind of, you know, neutralize the spiciness, which it did not really, but it tried. And then I got some garlic naan, which was bomb, 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 bomb. They had like little chunks of garlic on it and then basil. And I had never had garlic naan before, but you could really taste the garlic. It was so good. It was probably my favorite naan that I've ever had here. And then lastly, I got 2 Indian veggie spring rolls. And I thought they were going to be small, which is why I ordered them, but then they ended up being this huge thing, which I ate anyway because it was so freaking delicious. The vegetables inside were like grilled and so good. So freaking good. They were like really soft and flavorful. They were really dark too, so they were really nicely grilled. And the vegetable spring roll, the outside was slightly like crunchy, not too crunchy, which was really good. And it came with the sauce, which was I'm not gonna, it wasn't spicy. It was good. I'm not sure what it was made out of actually, but it was delicious. And I ended up eating more of this sauce than the spicy sauce of the chicken because it was just too much. But yeah, it was a great dinner. And then I had Indian version of Coke, which is called Thumbs Up without the V. They don't put a V on thumb. So they just have like this hand going like this, but then they don't have the thumbs in the name. They don't have the B. Yeah, so it's Thumbs Up. It was good. It tasted like Coke. Nothing too special. But yeah, so that was my dinner. Sorry I didn't take you guys, but I did show you pictures, so I hope you are satisfied. I did want to also kind of show you guys what I got for my family because I want to get your honest opinion on it. I got my mom 3 pairs of pants. This was probably my biggest purchase while in India besides the driver, and it's because it's supposed to be made out of high quality. So let's cut to that part now.
Okay, so travelers, it's that time of the show where I give you the best tips and tricks while traveling India. Looking for a place to shop for souvenirs while in Jaipur? You can head down to Rajasthan's small-scale cottage industries where the clothes are made with a special block printing process and from the best quality. The best thing in India are the pants, so when you're looking to bring something back for your loved ones at home, there are several different options guaranteed to make anyone feel super comfortable while sporting a more bohemian look. My personal favorite were the Alibaba pants, that I also like to call the Aladdin baggy pants. There are also plenty of options for men, and you will find way more choices when looking through the patterns created. Unlike Westerners, men in India also have a wide variety and are not afraid to be bold when making fashion choices. Just be careful when you're picking out materials, as the cheaper typical tourist clothes tend to have chemicals and don't last as long. If clothes aren't your thing, head on over to a spice shop where you can start by browsing through the different assortments of teas. India is known to have some of the best tea in the world, so if you know someone who loves tea as much as I do, why not get them an assorted pack? Or you can always opt to get some of the infamous Indian spices. Almost everyone loves Indian food, and you can find some pre-mixed spices at the shop or get an individual one. Whatever you decide, make sure you know what you're getting, as the majority tend to be spicy. If you don't like spicy, don't worry, because they will have options for you. Just make sure you're very clear that you don't want anything spicy. And lastly, end your trip by buying some Indian incense or sparkly jewelry. These items tend to be a little cheaper and easier to pack.
So what do you guys think? Did I do good, or are my parents going to be disappointed? I'm just really glad to be done with the part of shopping. Usually I leave this till the very last moment and I end up buying everything at the airport because it's just easier for me that way. But I also end up spending a lot more.
And
even
lastly,
though
end your trip
this
by
time
buying some
around,
Indian
I bought
incense or
more
sparkly jewelry.
high-quality
These
stuff,
items tend to be a
which
little cheaper
still
and
means
easier to
that I
pack.
spent a lot more than I wanted to. Had it not been for Sundar, I would have just gone to the regular like tourist shops and probably have gotten all that stuff for like half the price, but not as high quality. So I think since they're presents, this might be a good thing. I don't know, but I really like my dad's shirt, so I think I might wear it. It's just so cool. I love like the pattern block print things that they have on that. And I am gonna go to bed now because I'm so tired. I'm still tired, even though I had a nap. I feel like I haven't gotten to rest at all since I've been here. There's not been a day where I've really slept in. Like, really, really slept in. Usually I think of sleeping in as in waking up at 11, 12, maybe even 1 if I'm feeling kind of dangerous. I am going to get to sleep in a little bit tomorrow. I'm not meeting Sundar till 9 o'clock in the morning. So that means I'm probably going to get up at 8. I've already packed. I've done everything. And tomorrow's my last day, guys. I will be saying bye to India after tomorrow. And I'll be headed to Barcelona at midnight tomorrow. Well, the day after tomorrow, technically. But then I'll be back in good old Barna where the sun shines and I know where everything is. And the people are not trying to sell you everything or take your money. That is one thing I will not miss about India, is everyone always asking you for money or trying to haggle with you or trying to get the most out of your travel, because it seems like everyone's just in that mindset here, like, oh, how much can I get out of this person? But overall, it's been pretty good. I mean, they're very peaceful people here as well, so I really have enjoyed that. They've been very kind, especially in the south. In the south, they were super kind. In the north, you can tell there's a little bit of a difference, but still, like, you meet really cool people here. So, yeah, I'm gonna go to bed. You guys have a good night or a good morning, or depending on where you are, or a good afternoon, I guess. But I'm gonna go to sleep and I'll catch you guys tomorrow, okay?
Like my videos? Subscribe for more.